College football is officially in a new era, and if anyone needed proof that money now talks louder than tradition, recruiting stars, or even history, look no further than the LSU Tigers, because what's happening in Baton Rouge right now has coaches, boosters, and rival programs quietly panicking. The Tigers are reportedly rolling into the 2026 season with a roster that cost more than $40 million in nil money, a number that would have sounded absurd just a few years ago but now feels like the next evolutionary step in the sport. This isn't just another off-season spending spree, this is a full-blown power play meant to announce that LSU plans to dominate the modern college football economy. The biggest twist: this financial explosion is happening under new head coach Lane Kiffin, a coach already known for pushing boundaries, bending norms, and embracing chaos wherever he goes. According to reporting from On3, multiple Power 4 general managers believe LSU now has the most expensive roster in the entire sport, and it's not even particularly close. Out of 14 high-ranking personnel executives interviewed, the majority identified LSU as the top spender in the transfer portal, with several stating outright that the Tigers have set a new benchmark for what a championship-caliber payroll looks like in the nil era. The centerpiece of this massive investment is quarterback Sam Leavitt, a former Arizona State signal caller whose nil valuation is projected to land somewhere between $4 and $5 million, making him one of the most expensive players college football has ever seen. This wasn't a situation where LSU simply outbid one or two programs. Leavitt reportedly had interest from across the country, but the combination of Kiffin's offensive vision, LSU's brand power, and a blank check nil operation made Baton Rouge the obvious landing spot. And Leavitt isn't alone. LSU added nearly 40 players through the transfer portal, stacking talent at premium positions including the offensive line, pass rush, and skill spots, with notable additions like Jordan Seaton and Princeville Umanmielen strengthening both sides of the ball. On paper, the result is staggering. LSU currently holds the #1 transfer portal class according to 247 Sports, while other services have them firmly in the top tier, confirming that this isn't just about money, it's about acquiring real, proven production. What makes this situation even more fascinating is the ripple effect across the sport. Rival general managers openly admit they're feeling boxed out, with one Big Ten executive bluntly stating that some programs now simply outspend you, and LSU is at the very top of that list. They aren't alone either. Miami, Texas, and Texas Tech are also operating at historically high nil levels, but LSU appears to be the program pushing the furthest and fastest, setting a pace others may not be willing, or able, to match. And that's where the real tension begins, because college football has already seen examples of teams winning the offseason only to collapse when the games actually matter. Spending doesn't automatically equal chemistry, development, or discipline, and stacking a roster with transfers can bring just as many problems as it does solutions. But from LSU's perspective, this isn't about playing it safe, it's about maximizing a championship window while the rules are still flexible and enforcement remains inconsistent. Lane Kiffin understands that college football is moving toward a semi-professional model whether anyone likes it or not, and instead of resisting that shift, LSU is leaning all the way in. The Tigers aren't just buying talent, they're buying leverage, attention, and psychological pressure. Every opponent on their schedule now knows they're lining up against one of the most expensive rosters ever assembled, and that alone changes preparation, expectations, and media narratives. The gamble, of course, is enormous. If LSU wins big, the $40 million price tag will be celebrated as visionary. If they fall short, it will become the most obvious cautionary tale of the nil era. Either way, college football won't be able to look away. The sport has officially crossed into an age where roster construction resembles an arms race, and LSU has fired the loudest opening shot yet. Whether this ends with trophies or disappointment, one thing is already clear: the days of pretending money doesn't decide championships are officially over, and LSU just forced everyone else to either keep up or get left behind.